Hey, what's up guys? Brandon with another video. For this one, I'm going to be doing a run through of Dragon's B10 speed team I use. So let's get this started. Kind of go over it as it runs through. I run Bird, double Tarq, Theo, Galleon. Ideally, I would rather have something maybe like a Teor, even the Tarq, Pierre, however you say it, Julie's dark version. I feel like it would be a little bit more reliable. This team, it does fail at times. Let's say the success rate is still 90% about, but I mean it would be a lot better if it was 95 or of course 100% success rate. But I mean it works pretty well, especially considering my Tarqs don't quite have the stats that I would like on them. My Verd is really slow because for this to really work out well, you want your Verd to go after everyone so that they move. Then Verd moves, basically gives them 2 turns, possibly 3 or more, before anything else gets to move. That's kind of what helps guarantee that you're able to nuke down the boss or nuke down the waves before you get hit. And of course, if you don't take any damage or the minimal amount of damage you take, then you have a better chance of surviving and actually being successful in the run. So for this, really you want to be able to do most of the damage, if not all of it, before this tower moves. Because there's no stripper on this team. Once immunity goes up, it can be a big problem. That's usually what makes it fail, if Galleon misses the defense break. And if the dragon gets to move, usually this team will survive maybe 1 hit, or it'll survive 1 hit, 2 hits. If they have dots on them already, it's pretty unlikely that they survive. Let me move that. But yeah, so for this, pretty much what you just want to bring, definitely you want to have Galleon, his AoE defense break, and the attack buff is really what, pretty much the main part of the speedrun. I really like using the double Tarqs because each Tarq can do a good amount of damage, and their third skill, the group attack, anytime they bring whatever monster they bring with them to attack, it puts all of their skills, reduces the cooldown time by 1 turn, so it's just like they got to move on their own, and it's what helps with that. Galleon, if they take Galleon, he has his, what's it called, time to loot up that much sooner. For Theo, it doesn't really matter. Oh shit. We lost a Tarq. Okay, this is probably going to be a failed run. I mean, it's worked before, losing a Tarq this early, but I mean, it really reduces the chances. For this team, my Galleon isn't on violent. He's on Swift right now. I would really like him on violent, but besides Galleon, right now, everyone else is on violent. And I mean, that makes a big difference as well, because especially with Theo likes to violent proc like crazy. When Verd does it, pretty much gets everyone's attack bars back up, so you're getting a lot of more attacks before the shit, this is gonna fail, before the tower moves. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. If I had a little bit more damage on each of my mons, I would, but yeah, okay, this is a fail. But we can go over the runes now, kind of look at I guess an idea of what kind of stats you would want. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. So my mons for this, what am I doing? Okay, so first of all, Theo. I know I showed Theo in my last video, my Giants B10 speed run. I use him in both because I don't really have, let's say, a nuker for both. If I had something like, what's her name? The water assassin. I can't think of her name. Yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about, but every time I try to think of it, I can't remember. So I'm just gonna go over his runes real quickly. For him, I want speed, crit damage, crit rate, attack would be better than resistance. Some HP is nice to give him a little bit more survivability. And then speed, try to get crit rate and attack subs again. This one, speed and crit rate, a little bit of HP, no attack or crit damage. It would be nicer if it did have it. Slot 4, crit damage, some attack and speed. Again, no attack or crit damage. Would have been better even if this was just HP instead of defense. And then here, still got a max this rune, but some speed, crit damage, nice crit rate. Attack would be better, or even HP right there, but it's a good rune. And then attack on slot 6, some speed, some crit damage, HP, but this would be better as attack or crit rate. So yeah, I like Violent Revenge, so it gives him more hits. When the boss hits him, he has a chance to strike back, and I really like this build for Arena as well. I may switch him to Will Runes, but for now this works really good. But yeah, basically you just want speed, crit damage, attack, with attack, crit damage, crit rate, and speed subs as much as possible. You can go Violent Blade if you can't get the subs. The crit rate subs, or I mean really whatever else set you have the subs on that works for you. It doesn't have to be Violent Revenge or Violent Blade, but Violent is key really. Galleon, I know I showed Galleon too, because team is basically the same for Giants and Dragons. 2 for 6, go speed, HP. Mine is accuracy, but some people go speed for damage attack, some speed attack. It's really up to you what you want. I wanted HP on him so he survives a little more. Yeah, so this gets some accuracy. I would prefer Violent, again, I know I mentioned it earlier. I'd rather have him on Violent. His runes, I would go the same, with speed, HP. Probably free rune removal, I'll try and swap them over. But try to get accuracy subs. If you're trying to make him even more tanky, try to get HP of course. This one has speed. This is not really a good rune at all. Accuracy. Focus is a good offset. Then you don't really have to go accuracy on this rune. That's another thing I'm going to try and switch off. I'll probably go Violent Focus if I can't get enough accuracy. I like having him on 100, just kind of more of a guarantee. I feel better that it's more of a guarantee he lands. His defense break, but it's crazy. I live right off the highway, sorry, you probably heard that. It was a pretty loud car. My Tarq I've shown, so again, I'll just go over them really quickly. Attack, crit damage, attack. You can go speed, crit damage, attack. Because of how much speed I have them at, I would probably like them closer to 160, 170. This one's 150, my other one is 143. So I mean, they're a little on the slow side. Definitely could be faster. Should be faster, it would be better. But same thing, try to get crit rate, attack, crit damage, subs, and speed as well. I wanted to go attack or damage attack to let them hit a lot harder. For me, that works better than having them a lot faster by hitting not as hard. But I mean, if I could get the attack and crit damage subs with a speed rune and keep these stats, it would be a lot better. I'll probably look into it on free rune removal. So yeah, this is pretty much the basic. Oh shit. The basic build, you would go with any nuker or attacker really. Attack, crit damage, attack, crit damage subs. This one has a nice attack sub. And then the rest of the room is not that great. This one has nice speed. That's about it. And this one, good crit rate. So having Tarq on Violent is really good because obviously if they proc more, they have more chance of hit. They have a better chance to use their third skill, which reduces cooldown for whatever monster they bring with them. And I mean, it's just more damage towards the boss and a better chance of killing it or bringing it pretty weak before the tower ever gets to move. What else do I use? Heal. Okay, yeah. Galleon, Tarq. Okay, so this is the last one in the lineup. Third, it's pretty critical to have 100% crit rate. I mean, it's what you really want. And I know I said you want him slower than all of the other attackers. I had him at almost 200 speed. I changed his rune just for this. He was slower than this Tarq. When I was powering up his runes, just so happened a speed sub dropped into one of them, so it kind of messed me up, but it still works. Verd, really good to go speed. Crit rate, if you can't get the crit rate through the subs, of course. And HP, well, I like him HP. Some people build him damage, but again, I wanted him to have a little bit more survivability because I use him in TOA as well, in TOA hard. Jesus Christ. So for subs, crit rate, to try and get that 100% crit rate. Speed is good, and then depends if you're going on a nuke or an attacker build. Of course, you want to attack subs and crit rate and crit damage. If you want a more tanky, try to get HP and whatnot. So this one has crit rate, attack, HP. It doesn't need accuracy, it really doesn't matter. This rune, not that great. I still gotta power these up, but even like this, it works. And then this rune kinda, not that great. Crit rate, some attack. I like him on a revenge offset, just because when he does revenge, you know, it boosts your attack bar more, so you have a better chance of going that many more times and cutting the boss, cutting his turn off. I had him blade for a while, just to guarantee I had 100% crit rate, until I could switch him over to revenge. So I really like him on this build. Again, it doesn't have to be this, but violent is a definite 100% crit rate you should definitely aim for. Even from 99, it makes a difference. I've had him on 99 and it fails more than you'd think. But yeah, revenge. After using revenge, I really like having that set. And then, yeah, I know for a while I was actually running, instead of Theo, I ran Perna before, it works, but I kind of messed my Perna's runes up, giving him more speed. It doesn't hit that hard anymore. For a long time I was running Theo. What was I running? I was running Verd, Theo, Perna, Vero, and Bella. And I mean, that works, and the runs aren't that slow. They're maybe a high 1 minute to low 2 minutes, so I mean, it's still good. And it's a little bit more consistent, not much, which is why I'd rather run this, even if I might fail a little bit more. But definitely having the speedruns is nice, as long as it's not failing too much. So I can switch out Theo, see how Perna does. Oh, Spectra works as well. Where is he? Spectra. Okay, here he is. And then if you're free to play, or you know, you just have bad luck summoning things, a good farmable team would be Veramos, Bella, Sigmarus, the Water Phoenix, Spectra, and wait, Vero, Bella, Sig, Spectra, and what was the last one? Oh, shit. And is it Konomiya? I think so. The Water Garuda. Those are just, I'm pretty sure it's that exact team. Megan is another good one, the Water Mystic Witch. I've seen people use Kali for this because of her nuke, ignore defense. I actually have one max 5-star. I was thinking about 6-starring her, but I'm a little hesitant because I'm still going to do my mass summons. I don't want to end up doing something that works so well for this and then I 6-star her for nothing. But I mean, I can move this. Even if I do 6-star her and I don't end up using her for this, I could always use her in like guild battles and stuff, so I'll probably do it, give it a shot. This might fail too. Yeah. Oh, it might work. We'll see. But pretty much the defense break is crucial, and so is shit, failed. Galleon's defense break. But in this case, piece of shit, it failed. That's the only thing. If these are all faster, it would bring up the success rate a bit. And if I had them on more attack, but I mean, the runes are already getting spread pretty thin among all the monsters I have and the things I want to use. Besides Perna, I mean, could use the Kung Fu Girl. Okay, let's use Sig actually. If this fails too, then I don't know what to say. It usually doesn't really fail this much, even when I'm switching around monsters. So, but it's just to show it's not 100% successful. You know, you are gonna fail with this team unless you have better stats, a lot better stats. If you try to run this team and it is failing a lot, maybe hold off on it. You know, get better stats on your runes. Just use a safer team, because I know I mentioned in the last video, in case you didn't see that one, what I was talking about was if you're trying to run speed teams but it's failing a lot, and you have a more safe team that's a lot more consistent, maybe 100%, or even, you know, it rarely fails out of a lot of runs, it'll be most likely better. It'll be most likely better to run the safe team, because depending on how much, if it's not like 2 minutes slower, 3 minutes slower, which I don't think it would be that bad, you know, your safe team from speed team, but your speed team fails a lot, you're probably burning not only more energy, but you're actually wasting more time trying to run speed teams that aren't working compared to just running a consistent team that makes it every time. You know, I mean, you don't need a speed team. You can always work on the runes. Oh, shit, this might fail too. Yeah, what's going on? But this is another team that can work, and this is kind of why I want something a little bit more, especially compared to Theo. I want something that nukes way harder, because once immunity goes up, Theo doesn't quite do the same damage. Something like Kali, it won't matter with immunity. She'll still do that kind of big damage. So best thing we can try is Perna. Like I said, I messed up his runes pretty bad. 195 speed, he's on Violent Will. Only like 23, almost 2300 attack, and his crit rating for damage sucked. I had him attack with damage attack before, but he was super slow. But I mean, he used to hit really hard. Now he has okay speed, but I mean, I'm not sure what I was thinking when I gave him these runes. I guess I thought it's Perna, so it's still gonna hit ridiculously hard, but it was pretty much a fail to put on this set. But I mean, another good thing about Perna though, running him anywhere but here, is his passive, where he heals up every time he moves. And so especially on Violent, if he's proccing Violence, you know, he'll heal your team a little bit. It's not a real, it's not a heal I would rely on, but a lot of the times it's enough to really make it through if you just need a little bit of extra help to survive. And I mean, it depends what they do. It's a lot better when they target the Zyros first instead of the side towers. But it looks like this is gonna fail as well.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Unbelievable. It's just a night of fails. Should have stuck with the original team and ran that this whole time. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you just can't help it. RNG is a fucker a lot. It's pretty annoying, but I mean, just gotta deal with it. This is why though, it's good to get the best possible stats you can and the hardest hitting possible monster you can, just to guarantee that shit like this doesn't happen. Fucking Galleon doesn't use time to loot. It's gonna be another fail. Unless Perna can proc enough to keep everyone healed up, but I don't think so. Let's see. Yeah, the boss has too much health still, I feel. There's nothing to strip his immunity away. Plus the tower's gonna keep putting dots on us. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Nope. I was gonna show the kind of a more free-to-play team, but I think I took runes off my Vero for POA hard 80 to stupid Artemil. Let me see if I can run it though. There is, yeah, it doesn't have all its runes on. But yeah, for free to play team would be Vero, Bella, Megan, what is it? Sig, and I mean you could go something like Lisa. People like to go Lisa as well. Emma, I mean I think Emma would work, but this is already not farmable team. Of course Galleon, but if you're gonna run him on a slower team, you definitely want him to be pretty tanky because he's gonna take damage. Bird is another good. Obviously, I run him in teams. A lot of people run him for speed teams. I know there are speed teams where you don't need him, but I'm really not sure what it is. And yeah, so this would be Kali. Still have to rune her, and we'll see how that works out. Hopefully it works well. I don't know. I'll show it once I actually do get it going. So yeah, that's the speed team. Let me try to run it one more time with you, just to see if even my actual team fails. It seemed like it failed a ridiculous amount. Useful energy. You notice in the last video I had almost 5 million mana. I'm already down to that much. I tried powering up a lot of runes, and well, I have a lot of runes sitting in storage. That's why I powered up a lot to see, where the subs would go. Maybe runes that had a speed sub, and then a flat sub, and a sub I don't want, to try and see if I can get lucky. Speed rolls. Pretty much, I would say 90% of the runes I powered up are runes that I'm not even going to use now. So I mean that really sucks, but getting runes is really tough, especially now with all the rune crafting materials and all that other stuff. I mean, personally I don't care for it. I know people that say they do get really good runes from it, but I'd prefer if it was the way it was before, where you just get runes from dungeons runs, or maybe unknown scrolls and whatever, but not the crafting materials, and I just feel like it makes it that much harder to get good runes. I mean that's just my opinion though. So yeah, this run should work. Well, we'll see what Galleon does at the end. But yeah, in case you didn't watch the last video, the Giants B10 one, leave a comment on that video. And it doesn't matter what you leave. I'd prefer if you leave a comment maybe what you want to see in the next videos, what you want to see in the future, maybe an advice or something something that would make this videos better. But you can leave any comment below in that video, the Giants B10 video, and that'll enter you for the gift card giveaway. It'll be a $15 either Google Play or iTunes card. Of your choice, of course. See, it works fine. I don't know. Crap around that. But yeah, that's it for this video. Make sure you leave a comment. You can leave a comment in this video as well. But to enter for the gift card, leave one in the Giants video. If you liked it, if you like this video, can't talk. You can leave a like. You can follow me on Twitch if you want. I'll be doing streams too, and I'll be doing giveaways on there as well. And I set up a Twitter. I mean, I never use Twitter, but I know a lot of people that stream do. I guess it makes it easier. You can follow me on there. The names are all the same as it is here for Twitch and Twitter. Yeah, and appreciate you guys stopping by. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for all your support. And I will see you on the next video. Thanks. Bye.